Hey all. All right, so now that we have our object, or that we have an object, I talked to you guys about the panels and all the tabs. Let's talk about the tab we're going to be in most of all, and that's the Modify tab. If we click on the Modify tab, we'll see that it comes up with a bunch of options for us. Or it comes up with the controls that we had from the original box. So if we do a drop down, we look at this right here where it says modifier list, you'll see that there's a ton of modifiers inside here. This is where a lot of the fun's going to happen. This is a lot of the work too. We're going to go over some of these, and then we're going to talk about the ones we use the most, and we're going to try and cut through the flack. But just know there's a lot of really cool stuff in here, and if you want to try and play with stuff, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to really go into that this one, but I do want to show you a couple other things, and I can't show you unless I put a modifier on, so I'm just going to put a modifier on. And I'm going to show you, and we're going to actually go over this modifier in a minute, but I'll go 45 degrees. So we get a bend on our thing, whatever it is. Okay. These options right here are kind of important. This one right here will pin where you are, and when you come back to it, it should stick right to that point. So if you have a bunch of modifiers inside of here, you may want to just look at one when you're working, and that one can be pinned down. This will delete it for you. Okay, so if you want to delete your modifier out of the way, this right here is actually supposed to be a beaker or a test tube, and it's kind of showing me full or half full. So right now it doesn't look like it does anything, but if I go down in the stack a little bit, which we'll talk about next what the stack is, but you'll see that if I turn this off, it now shows me without the final product, the final changes that I made, and then with the final changes that I made. And it doesn't matter how many things, it'll go all the way up. Okay. And the last thing, this is to customize your controls. And we'll talk a little bit about this stuff, and we'll go into that. And let's see what else. That's about it. So modifier stack, just this little tab, and modifier tab, this little tab, and it has tons of controls, and we're going to get into that next.